very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is a very great joy I'm not used to being so high. Thank you. Thank you. It's a very, very great privilege and joy to have been invited to come here. I sometimes tell, well, I usually tell the same stories. I'm very, very repetitive, so don't worry. If you've heard it, just be nice and laugh at the appropriate point. But one day, because sometimes, you know, in meetings such as this one, when they introduce you, they say, oh no, he does not need to be introduced, he's very well known and so forth. One day, a few years ago, I was in San Francisco, and a lady rushed up to me, and she greeted me effusively and very warmly. She said, hello, Archbishop Mandela. I said, well, she gets two for the price of one. I want to commend the people of Taiwan for their desire, which is an unusual one in a sense, the desire to come to terms with their past, to want to look at their past and, as it were, to lay the demons to rest. It is an extraordinary attribute, and we must commend you very, very much for it. We have also been struck wherever we have met such people who have been victims, we've been struck by their wonderful spirit of magnanimity and generosity. And so we want to commend you very, very, very warmly on seeking to put in motion the process of dealing with your past. My colleague, Dr. Alex Beret, who will be participating later in the symposium, was the deputy chair of our South African Truth and Reconciliation Commission. He is a very knowledgeable person. Long before the demise of apartheid, he was already engaged in dealing with what would happen post-apartheid, and founded in South Africa the Institute of Justice and Transition. You have invited a very knowledgeable expert to participate in this important symposium. I myself bring only a very brief experience as chair of that TRC. Both of us are quite adamant that we don't come here as know-alls who will provide you with the infallible blueprint, the one-size-fits-all. No, we come, I hope, more modestly to share our experiences and to say, if there are insights you may find useful for your situation, then you should decide for yourselves what you may consider apt for your particular situation. We hope, yes, to be something like catalysts who are going to be helping to encourage a process that is already in being. We hope, of course, that you will yourselves agree that it is not always necessary to reinvent the wheel, and so you will want to take advantage of our successes and of our failures, of our weaknesses and of our strengths, to learn from both the positive and the negative aspects of our particular experience. Periods of transition are almost by definition periods, period when a country or a nation is making a transition. It's a tautology. Making a transition from repression to freedom, from oppression and injustice to democracy and equity.